What's up, Goated ones? Goated.vc here, tearing you down to build you up. Episode 65. This is definitely a second take, so this might go a little better than my first time. Today, we are reviewing this product, the Rabbit Tech R1. It is a new device, some AI device thingamajinger. I don't really know much about it. But let's check it out. So, in the hero, to me, the hero is still whatever you can see when you first hit the page without having to scroll. How much of it do you understand? The first minute of any video, that to me is the hero. So, I'm landing on this page. I kind of have seen a couple articles and things about it, but I haven't really delved into it. And I'm looking at this. It says R1. I think that's R1. Your pocket companion. Watch keynote. $200. No subscription required. First batch sold out. So I don't know what this is exactly. Is it like an AI pin, like the humane thing? Is it seems like it has a camera. There's like a screen. Is it like a touch screen? Is it just like displaying info? Can I text on it? Can I type messages? I still don't know. So 25-minute keynote. Most people are not going to watch a full 25-minute keynote. Let's see the first minute.
Hi everyone, my name is Jesse and I'm the founder and CEO of Rabbit.
Cool.
I'm so excited to be here today to present to you two things we've been
Don't care
working
if you're
on.
excited.
A revolutionary new foundation model and
Don't
a
care.
groundbreaking consumer mobile device powered
Care
by
about that.
Our mission is to create the simplest computer,
Nice.
something so intuitive that you don't need to learn how to use it.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful starting point. Something so simple. That's what technology is supposed to be. I don't think a lot of people think about it that way. So the fact that he said that is something that resonates.
The best way to achieve this is to break away from app-based operating system currently used by smartphones.
Cool.
Instead, we envision a natural language-centered approach.
Okay.
The computer we're building, which we call a companion, should be able to talk to, understand, and more importantly, get things done for you.
Okay.
The future of human-machine interfaces should be more intuitive.
Agreed.
Now, before we get started,
we already got started, my friend. So that to me is the whole hero. Like they've set it up pretty nicely. I'm intrigued. And obviously this is like a new paradigm. This is not just, I can't expect Steve Jobs to like introduce the iPhone in like 30 seconds, right? I get it. But the average person is still going to come to the page and say, "What is it? Give me a teaser of the." This is classic storytelling. You tell a little bit of the end in the beginning. You say, "Well, you want to." There's like a hook that you get people with, right? And there's like a bit of it here of like coming up with new paradigms, not just apps that are separated and siloed, but like speaking to a computer naturally. Like I think those are good pieces to it, but I don't think I still don't really know much about what this thing is. I just know that it costs $200 and I can't buy one because it's already sold out. So in terms of hero, I got to give it a sub 7. That's got to be like a 6.8 on that. Now, so let's just go through some more of the video. Maybe I can glean a little bit from there. I basically want to get to the demo. I know they're going to try to...
Let's take a look at the existing mobile devices that we use.
They're going to talk about that stuff.
App for that. Want to buy groceries? There's another app for that.
Okay.
Each time you want saving them.
What
it's
else?
Just harder for them to do things. To book a ticket.
Okay.
It can suggest
They're showing you how
options,
ChatGPT works.
So, we first set out to fundamentally understand how computer apps are structured, and
Don't
more important,
care. Show me the
interaction
product.
model into an advanced Rabbit OS operating system.
Don't care about
It
the
is built
OS.
for real-time interactions between you.
So I've watched the video, so the first 8 minutes are just like fluff. This is also fluff. Well, not fluff. It's still useful information. I'm just like, for me, my purposes, I want to get to like, what does it do and how does it work? And I want to explain that for you who are maybe interested in seeing what this product is.
The accumulation of countless hours of work from our research, design, and software teams.
Okay.
It is simple to use.
Simple to use.
R1 is equipped with everything you need to interact with you and perceive your surroundings. It comes with a touchscreen, a push-to-talk button,
Push to talk,
and an analog scroll wheel,
and an analog,
a microphone
and
and speakers,
scroll wheel,
and a computer
As a
vision
tongue twister.
enabled 360-degree rotational camera we call the Rabbit Eye. It is Bluetooth and Wi-Fi capable, and it has the same card slots that supports global 4G LTE network. And now,
Cool.
let's see how it works. I can ask Rabbit for anything, just like if I'm using ChatGPT. The difference, though, is the speed. With Rabbit OS, I get a response 10 times faster than most of the voice AI projects. Rabbit answers my questions
they're probably
within
using
500
ChatGPT.
milliseconds. With the push-to-talk
Is their
button,
own?
you don't need to say
Are they doing
anything
their
to
own
wake it
LLM?
up.
Maybe.
Just press and hold the button and talk, like a walkie-talkie. Now, let's give it a shot. What's the nature of the reality?
The nature of reality is a topic that has captivated the minds of philosophers and thinkers
That is a UX thing. I don't know if people always want everything as fast as humanly possible. I know ChatGPT slows it down for like essentially rate limiting reasons, but I don't know. Sometimes it's a little creepy getting a response that quickly.
throughout history. According to Bertrand Russell, reality is composed of hard data derived from sensory experiences and logical analysis. It is the amalgamation of our perceptions, thoughts, and the external world.
Okay.
I can speak or type with R1. If you shake R1, a keyboard will pop up.
Oh.
You will also know that the response speed is much faster than using some of the LLM.
Are they going to show me the keyboard?
With web browsing, such as ChatGPT. What's the stock price of Coca-Cola?
So it seems like they're not going to show you
Searching for the stock.
the keyboard. It's just like a little throwaway thing. I was like, oh yeah, we got a keyboard, but it's clear they want people to use this as a push to talk thing. But the fact there's a keyboard is a major piece. I watched this video before and I completely missed that because it's not featured here. It's not shown anywhere. It's not in the product videos. Like, that's huge to the experience because half the time people do not want their innermost thoughts and like creative ideas being like said on the train or in the Uber or wherever it is. That's why we have phones and that's why we type on them most of the time. I'm sure people text on their phone more than they talk on their phone.
Price of Coca-Cola. The stock price of Coca-Cola, KO, is $59.76.
Who played the role Oppenheimer in Christopher Nolan's latest movies?
In Christopher Nolan's most recent film, Oppenheimer, the role of J. Robert Oppenheimer.
So this is cool. I mean, I'm an investor in an app called Martin, and for me, there's like a lot of similarities, and I'm trying to understand why do I need a separate device to do this? Like a good app can do all of these things. There's nothing that I'm seeing that the hardware gives you some like massive level up. So I'm not sure why this is not just a good app. I mean, there's an action button now on iPhone, so you essentially have a push to talk button that can be activated. You have front and back cameras. Like, you don't like the rotating cameras. Like, when it's rotated up, it's useless. So it's either front and back. I haven't seen any.
Oppenheimer is played by Cillian Murphy.
I haven't seen anything that's.
The
made
film
me
is a
convinced
biographical
to use
thriller.
this.
All kinds of applications. Introducing the Rabbit Hole web portal. I can log into different services, and unlock functionalities for R1.
I think that might be the part. Maybe the fact that, but I mean, you don't even need that. You could have that as part of the app too. You can log into multiple services and string it together.
Just like iCloud.
Um,
I want to emphasize our commitment to privacy. The way we design the infrastructure for apps that we interact with, we don't create fake users or spam users. Play another song from the album.
Regular cheese. Please confirm your order.
That sounds really good. I just confirmed the order here. Now I'm waiting for my pizza. I can also make R1 to a set of more complex actions that may take multiple apps to finish on a smartphone. For example, if I want to plan a trip to London, I can just describe what I wish in full to R1.
Hotels to choose from and car rentals available. Please confirm each option individually for.
It seems like this is a little bit too intense. Can you plan an easy schedule for us?
Sure, I'm working on it.
R1 automatically detects the language spoken in the environment and provide the bidirectional translation. R1
Bidirectional
has an eye,
translation.
an onboard camera designed for advanced computer vision. It can analyze surroundings and take actions in real time. To activate the eye, just double tap the button.
Okay.
Oh, funny seeing you here, Rick.
Let me take a look. Never gonna give you up. Playing now, enjoy.
Okay. All right. I've seen enough.
Now, once
Um. Yeah. So the rest of the page kind of has the features, but they don't really talk about like what those features mean. Like why are these features important? What do they do for your life? How does it make your life easier? Why I need this versus a better app on my iPhone that can do all these other things. Um, yeah, I'm not sure this needs to be a separate device. And I think that's the main thing I don't fully grasp. I get that there's like a new OS, but I don't know. I think you can pack most of the functionality they mentioned into an app. So would I pay? I mean, it's not super expensive. It's $200. So I mean, it's cheaper than like a Oura ring. So it might be fun to play around with if you want to have something capable that's not as heavy as a phone physically or heavy in terms of cognitive load. You can get away from maybe this is your play device, so you don't have text on it. Maybe you don't want to be a message when you want to go off the grid in terms of communication with people, but still on the grid in terms of being able to do things. I could see this being like a fun in between device. I think it's something I probably just need to play with. I like how it looks, and I would like to change the color. I'm not really into orange like that, but it's an interesting product. If I was rating the product, I give it a 7.8 because it seems like a great product. But we're not judging the product; we're judging the website. So I'm gotta give it a 7.1 because this page just does not communicate enough about what this means to users. It's like a engineer and product person said, "These are the things we want," and then a designer's like, "I'm gonna make that as beautiful as possible," and they did make it beautiful. Props to their designers because this looks beautiful. Um, but yeah, they definitely need a consultant to help them fix this page. Anyway, that's it. I'm gonna check this out a little bit more. But give this a shot. This seems very interesting. I'd love to play with one. As always, brush your teeth, walk in the corner. Denbo is out.